Hey guys, so I am making dinner early tonight because I want to try and photograph these pictures. And like usual, my family's used to eating when things are warmed up again, so it's just part of life of a food blogger. Anyway, today I want to show you how to make, or how I always make my salmon. I do it on the grill this way in the summer when it's warmer. It's -8 today, so there's no chance I'm barbecuing. So I'm going to do it in the oven today. I have 2 pounds of salmon steak, or filleted salmon here. You can do the same recipe with salmon steaks. I prefer salmon this way. I like the skin left on. Some people are grossed out by that. It doesn't matter, whatever you prefer. But 2 pounds, and that feeds our family, and then I have leftover for salad the next day. So it's really great that way. So this is how we're going to do it. Super easy. I don't like frozen salmon. Some frozen fish is okay, but salmon is one of those ones I feel it's no good. Just don't do it, right? You need to eat it fresh. Go get it that day, the day before max, okay? Then you have to rinse it off. So once you take it out of the packaging from the grocery store, I find that it kind of has this slimy texture sometimes to it. I don't know, it's just fish stuff. Anytime I have fish, I make sure I rinse it and rinse all that off. And then I just put it on a baking sheet. Now this is a Pampered Chef sheet. I love it. I'm not selling Pampered Chef, but I do highly recommend this simply because it never sticks. It's ceramic or clay, and it's good for everything. Anyway, let's get down to it. So I got 2 pounds of salmon here. Again, steak or filet, whatever you prefer. I use seasoned salt for salmon. I use Clubhouse, doesn't matter what you use, but seasoned salt has extra spices in there. I've used a bunch of different brands. It doesn't make that much of a difference. So I'm just gonna sprinkle it evenly over the top. I have 2 teaspoons worth, which seems like a lot, but not really when it's 2 pounds of fish. I'm trying to measure this out for the recipe, but I thought I'd show you. So you know what? I'm going to renege on that, and I'm going to say just use 1 teaspoon worth because that seems to be plenty. So based on that, the garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of that. This is a little bit harder to sprinkle. So I had to put it in here for pictures of photos, but like, to be honest with you, I just use my spice shaker and just make sure it's evenly covered. So this is kind of a pain in the neck, I'll be more honest. But I had to put in these pretty bowls to take pictures so I could show the ingredients. So it is what it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna, oh, look at that. When you do things live, things like that happen. It's okay. I don't mind. Somebody's gonna get an extra garlicky piece, that's all. Oh, I did it in the same spot again. I totally suck. Okay, does not tell anybody, okay? We won't tell the kids. That 1 piece for the person who loves garlic, clearly. And then I have fresh dill. So again, you can use this frozen or you can use it dry. I don't recommend it. Fresh dill is the way to go. Just chop it up fine. I have about 1/3 of a cup here, and you're just gonna sprinkle it over top. It just kind of lays on top. And again, like I said, I tried to measure this. I'm gonna go revise my recipe card because I was guessing at how much I use. So let's just say 1/4 of a cup because that's all you're gonna need. Okay, so we're just gonna sprinkle on that. So I've preheated my oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And all I'm gonna do is pop it in the oven for about 20 minutes, half an hour. I like my salmon well done. I know it's not supposed to be well done. People will say that's like a steak, you shouldn't do that. But I don't like sushi. I don't like sashimi. I need my fish cooked. So I cook it till I can put a fork in it and twist it. And if I can do that and it flakes apart, it's done. If you like it done less, just make sure when you put your fork in, it's a little bit pink in the center, like kind of like a steak, but cooked on the top, so that sort of like a medium rare steak. So use your judgment on that, but you can't really go wrong with salmon. If it's not done enough, just put it back in. But mine usually takes about 25 minutes, half an hour to get done. So that's kind of it. So I'm going to pop this in the oven, and it warms up fantastic. So if you do just make extra, which I always recommend, then you're good to go with lunches, and just pop it on a salad when you're out the door. Warm it up the next day with some veggies or another salad. I like salad with lunch. But yeah, it warms up fantastic. So there you go. So hopefully that was helpful. And if you do make it, please share your pictures because I'd love to see. Thanks.